So I started with triad, and it took me a while to realize I needed to use the keyboard rather than just click on my mouse. I got the T exactly right, and I had almost nothing else. Then I forgot to realize that I had set it to hard mode, and therefore I put the T out of position. So I needed a bunch of different letters, so I next tried tell, which gave me nothing. And then I had to sit there and think for a little bit, okay, now what do I do? And for the life of me, having used 8 of the letters already, I was struggling mightily at this point. My mother's the one that does crosswords. I'm not exactly a vocabulary aficionado. I mean, I couldn't try toppy. I couldn't try, tug, anything. Wasn't going to be there. The next thought I'd try was tunic. Unfortunately, that didn't help much either. And silly me, I managed to reuse the incorrect I. At that point, I realized it almost certainly had to be TH something. And looking back on it, I probably should have had it a lot sooner than I did. It couldn't have been these, because that used the E. It couldn't have been those either, because that used the O. So I was trying to figure out what other possible word you could possibly come up with that used T and H and an S along with a U, and I couldn't think of anything to save my life. Yeah. Q obviously wouldn't have worked. I mean, quaint has too many letters. Quiet could have worked, except the T was already in the right spot. And T something MU didn't seem right. But I couldn't think of anything that was T something 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 U. And top was definitely out because I'd already used an O and an I and a C, so that ruled out topic. Tug was only 3 letters, and I was having a devil of a time trying to figure out what else to do with those few letters. I mean, thumb might have been an option, and I eventually came up with thump. And thank goodness I did.